But in 1981 they were back at Wembley. This is their fourth round romp against Norwich City at Main Road. Now under John Bond, City had two big signings in attack, Kevin Reeves and Steve McKenzie. Jerry Gow prompted from midfield, and in their defence Norwich had Kevin Bond, the son of the Manchester manager.
Fashanu will chase, but McDonald will reach it first. Only just. Power. Here's McDowell for Norwich. The free kick had already been given. Today's referee, Ray Toseland of Market Harborough, his final season as a league official. Reeves with the header on. It nearly reached Boyer, and Bond going in a little bit high then and calling immediately to the referee that Boyer is in need of treatment, clutching his knee as you can see there. Bond went in high, but I'm sure it was an accidentally high challenge. And the players realising, I think, that it could be a nasty injury there for Phil Boyer. Well, it was a 50-50 challenge, really. Bond had to go for that loose ball. Boyer went in too. And although Bond's challenge was high, I'm sure it was not deliberately so. But what a blow for Manchester City. So John Bond, the Manchester City manager, racing anxiously to see the extent of Boyer's injury. And of course what will add fuel to that particular fire is that it was his own son Kevin who made the tackle. And in fact Manchester City have decided to send on their substitute Dave Bennett. So that injury in the first 15 minutes or so, a real setback to Manchester City's hopes. Bennett the substitute on then. McDowell now for Norwich. Fashanu underneath it, so was Booth. Fashanu in space, can he hit it? He can! Well, the ball bobbling through unexpectedly to Justin Fashanu. I think he was taken unawares by the fact that it arrived at his feet. And although he clipped his shot first time, it bobbled wide of the City post. Dave Bennett, the Manchester City sub, and we now have two Dave Bennetts on the field. In fact, they once played together in the same Central League side here at Main Road. Kevin Bond. McDonald. Power. McDonald again looking for the long ball for Bennett. And finding him. Here's Power. Only Reeves in the middle at the moment, though Hutchison is arriving quickly. Kenzie to McDonald. Gow. Reeves. Bennett is in space, but he hits it himself. Magnificent goal by Kevin Reeves. A wonderful effort. And what an irony, as one former Norwich player goes off, within minutes, another, Kevin Reeves, gives Manchester City the lead. The ball was played through to Reeves. Dave Bennett, the substitute, was in space. He chose to hit it himself, and that splendid rising shot had Baker beaten completely, and Manchester City take the lead. 1-0. Booth. Here's Reeves again. Gow. What an intelligent ball for Power. McDonald going on the overlap. But he'll find Bennett. The goalkeeper did well. Clive Baker having to play like a sweeper then, and I must say these long through balls over the heads of the Norwich back four are causing real problems. And Baker then going in a little high as he challenged outside the penalty area. A free kick to Manchester City. Oh, a magnificent goal again by Manchester City. Gow with the perfect shot, and Manchester City go 2 in front. No expression of joy on the face of John Bond, but he must be so satisfied with that goal. Jerry Gow's 6th since he came here from Bristol City. So simple. The free kick for the challenge by Clive Baker, tapped short by McDonald. Gow with the sweet right foot shot. Baker never had a hope. 2-0 to Manchester City. And despite losing Phil Boyer, and incidentally the news from the dressing room is that the injury to Boyer following an X-ray has been diagnosed as nothing too serious. It's certainly not a break anyway, and that's good news. Manchester City's corner. Booth and Caton take up their usual position on the near post. Reeves is there as well. Good header away by Watson, and the shot by McDonald! Will it break from McDonald? Hits the bar again. Astonishing. And the danger not gone as Gow plays it in. This is Bennett. Reeves, deflected for a corner by Kevin Bond. Manchester City can hardly believe it. Twice in a matter of seconds, shots striking the Norwich City crossbar, and all they have to show for it is a corner. Well, the corner came to nothing, and with the score at 2-0 to Manchester City, we rejoin the game in the second half. Tony Henry with the free kick. Aim for Booth. Will it reach Caton? It will. Bennett! Well. The free kick reaching Tommy Caton. And when it was pulled back into the middle, Bennett, in a difficult position and at a difficult angle, scooped his shot over the crossbar and wide. And I'm sure we'll look back on that as an opportunity he really should have put away. Well, it's an almost identical position from that in the first half, and the two players who produced that fine goal over the ball again. McDonald number 3 and Gow number 8. Will they try the same move again? It's direct this time, and they do try it, and it's laid for Mackenzie. Well, Manchester City in a second half in which Norwich have so far looked the better team and surely clinched a place in the next round. Another beautifully worked free kick. McDonald again tapping it short. This time there was no opening for Gow to aim at, so he rolled it to his right, and Mackenzie did the rest with that storming shot. Manchester City 3, Norwich City 0. Royal, Paddon. Reeves on for Bennett. It's a chase, 1 against 1. The Norwich players arriving. Can he finish? 4-0. Norwich paying the price for throwing so many men forward. When Bennett was in the clear, it was a race against time more than anything. Norwich defenders desperately floundering in his wake. Baker did well to come off his line. Bennett went round him. The angle looked difficult, but he made light of it. And now Manchester City have earned a place in the next round. Hooked in long again for Royal. But Booth denies him. Here's Hutchison. Bennett, Power's gone on another run in the middle. Baker comes and then hesitates. It's 5-0. Minutes gone, and the annihilation is complete. Power for the umpteenth time, going on a run down the centre, waiting for the long through ball, and when it came, Baker raced off his line. As Power clipped it, the defender's challenge certainly didn't help, and the ball went into the back of the Norwich net. Bennett. Mackenzie has arrived on the edge of the penalty area. 3 men for Bennett to pick out here. He has to settle for a corner. So there'll only just about be time for this corner. Power curls it in. McDonald! 6-0! There was enough time for the corner, and there was enough time for Bobby McDonald to score his second goal in 7 days. A header again. And Manchester City haven't just won, they've absolutely walked it. And there's the final whistle. And John Bond takes the shortcut back to the dressing rooms. And there will be no more elated man in Manchester tonight. 6 goals, 4 of them in that second half. And the crowd of 39,000 shout easy.